Gate 14 podcast. Toronto Blue Jays just lost an absolute stinker to the Detroit Tigers, but it's fine. That's 3 series wins in a row for this team. Avery is burnt as fuck. Holy shit. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Got on the golf course today, but got back in time to watch some of the game. Disappointing end of the series. But you're going to have stinkers from time to time. I don't think it's telling. The only part I would say is telling of is the 7, 8, 9 hitters stink out loud right now.
Terrible. Terrible. JR, what's up, buddy?
Not much. And burnt as a Pop-Tart over there.
Yeah.
Holy
burnt
shit.
as a crisp. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's been a big week for the boys. If you're listening to this, we're 1 day away from Kikuchi Corner. I'm pumped for that. We have an announcement coming up about it tomorrow. If you're listening, you probably already know, but we're gonna release a graphic. We're doing a meet and greet on Saturday at 2:00 outside of Gate 14. Everyone better show up. Show out for the boys. I'm pumped for it. And then tomorrow or today, technically, we have the score bet thing, which is the jersey swap. And yeah, it's a big week. But let's go into the website sales. I just want to start it off by saying thank you to everyone that purchased it, man. I mean, the money's about to hit my account for all the purchases. It's a lot. It is a lot of money. Like the orders have been insane, and 20 likes and I'll put it on a 2-teamer. But no, it's crazy, man. The orders have been insane. I'm pumped. The people are excited, man. And it's just cool to finally have an on-demand website where we don't have to like force people to have like a week to get it, right? Right, JR?
Yeah. Well, we're a work in progress, but it seems like the orders will go out next week, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for everyone who supported. It's going to be awesome seeing the Gate 14 merch in the Rogers Center. And yeah, Saturday I'm excited because I'm hearing numbers.
The boys are
Absolute
showing
numbers.
up. Dude, the entire section is sold out besides the last 2 rows. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to just see Kikuchi pitch live, the new and revamped Yusei Kikuchi against Tampa Bay Rays. It could either go 2 ways, and I think both ways are funny in my opinion. He carves, where it's like everyone is going bananas in the section, like the K's are being held up, which me and JR are making tomorrow, or he gets absolutely fucking dog walked and everyone is just laughing at me, videotaping me, and it's good content for the vlog. So I'm excited to go to the Rogers Center tomorrow and Saturday, and it's going to be awesome. What do you guys think how it looks like? I think it looks awesome, man, except like the 4-foot cornhole games that just don't really make sense. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
It's a nice little wrinkle on what we've had. Some of the shots from the 500s looking towards the field look just as shitty, but I think with the roof open, that place looked like a good time. There is so many goddamn people at those bars. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I said I want to fall in love at Park Social. I've changed my mind. If you're not falling in love at the Corona Lounge this summer, just try again.
Yeah, listen.
It's a place to be for young singles in the city.
Yeah, it's like looking for local singles near you. Try the Corona rooftop patio at the Rogers Center. I'm pumped for it. Like me and Avery, obviously, this is my first Blue Jays season in years that Johnny G has been single for. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it, man. It's gonna be awesome. I hope to find love at the Corona rooftop patio. Obviously, if you're not, just try again. Maybe just go on a nice little date to Schneider's Corner. Maybe go on the teeter tater of the fuck that. What's that thing called? Seesaw? Teeter totter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
if you're not going on a blind date, doing something, taking a Hinge girl out to the Corona Lounge, you got to just doing it wrong, man. Doing it wrong.
And all of our listeners for the meet and greet Saturday, like I mentioned, Avery is going to be with a girl. Humble brag. Please just pump Avery's tires. Like, I'm not saying like, thanks for the Ferrari this weekend. Thanks for this. Thanks for that. Thanks for saving my life. Just pump his tires a little bit. Like, man, I love this guy. You better not fuck this up. I love this guy. I might be the best at that. I actually genuinely do think I am the best wingman on the planet because I am so good at pumping people's tires that it's just my go-to line is like, listen, I'm going to take my bias out of this. But if I had a sister, I'd let this guy date her. That's a good line.
Yeah. That's a good wingman move. I probably don't need it, but some nice things said.
It's good to just throw in a couple extra.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't hate if you guys said nice things about me. Like you can't say no to that ever.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But no, yeah, it's I might be there for the meet and greet. It's a little bit of it, but definitely going to be there inside Kikuchi's corner, cheering my absolute fucking hardest. I'm so excited. I don't think we know what we're getting ourselves into yet. I don't know if I said this on the pod last week. I feel so bad for little Timmy and little John with their parents who bought tickets in 5:30 before we did. So for that, I'm going to apologize in advance, but there's nothing I can do about it. The Kikuchi game is going to get rowdy, and there's legit nothing we can do.
Okay, so let's go over some of the chants. I'm thinking like one of the chants should be "You say cares, you say cares," or like something like because the thing is we want to get noticed, right? I think we will get noticed with the red K's everywhere, obviously, but we want to get noticed, and we have to like just have that European soccer style, right? Like where it's like you're always up and cheering when you say's pit, not standing up, obviously, but you're always cheering when you say's going. So like the you say cares, all that stuff. We need to get the people going with this and get the K's up and everything.
You sigh might be a good one.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to be the ringleader, Johnny. You're the guy at the European soccer event who's starting everything. I almost think we should have a drum. If someone brings a drum to Kikuchi Corner,
we will use it.
Yeah. We will most definitely use it.
I'm so excited for it because it's like we have an entire year left to this, and I'm hoping he's in the rotation for the entire year. But we have an entire year for this, and
I think if we do like 5 major Kikuchi corners, they could go crazy.
Yeah, like just specific days, especially once the shirts come out. Yeah, it'll be crazy. I'm excited for it. So that's for that. But going back to the meet and greet and stuff like that, it'll be at 2:00. Outside of Gate 14, we'll get the graphic out and everything like that. I'm pumped to just see the people again, man. I haven't seen the Master Gator since All-Star Wildcard or AL Wildcard game, which was a fucking catastrophe. So I'm excited for it, and we got a camera guy ready, so shout out to him. I'm pumped for that as well. So the content's going to be buzzing. The content is going to be buzzing, and I can't wait to see people rocking the Gate 14 shirts, man. I just can't wait for it. But yeah, so make sure you pump Avery's tires. If you and actually that goes for all of us. If any of you guys see me, JR, Avery at a Jays game and there's a female with us, just go a little bit extra harder. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying for the boys. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But one thing that I want to talk about before we get into all this Jays talk stuff like that is the hub stuff. Where do you guys stand with that? I body bagged him, right? Like that was like a good old fashioned Johnny G body.
Well, let's just start with you just getting the wrong player.
I admitted it though.
Yeah, you did.
I admitted it.
Fun. I was like, when did he talk about Clark Schmidt? And I went back and rewatched the clip and just because I thought he was talking about Michael King, who's now hurt, I believe.
Yeah.
So first of all, you getting the wrong pitcher, awesome way to get him to respond. pretty genius. So he responds to that. What's his comment back?
It was I didn't say it was something along the lines of like I didn't say that.
And then you just totally ignored the fact that at that point, which was awesome. Because him chirping us and us chirping back at him while keeping it civil is only good for us, right?
We were civil, our listeners were not.
That's not our problem.
Yeah, we don't control that, but they went after him. I mean, he got bodied by a couple kids, like calling him little bro and shit. It was crazy, but I don't know. Listen, a lot of it was joking, but he definitely took it personal by calling us a little podcast.
Yeah.
That was like a serious chirp from him. That wasn't a fuck around.
He thought he hurt our feelings. It's okay.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. But him saying that was like, all right, now this is fighting words. Now I'm going to old takes expose you with the Barstool Carl. You like sucking us off to come on Barstool Baseball. So it was just a where were you body bag from me. I feel like that was just all time. I'll never have something on someone that well in my life ever.
You think you'd be civil with Hubs if you saw him?
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't like. I'm not like listen for the listeners that are out there and like the haters and stuff like that. I am not a confrontational guy. I'm not a confrontational guy. If I hate you, I will either one not talk to you or two. If you have to say something to me first, and I'll do it to you. If you're respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. That's how I roll. But I will not be respectful to you first. Does that sound fucked up? Does that sound fucked up? I want you to be respectful, and maybe someone put that on a quote. You be respectful first. It's you and then me. I can't do it first. I'm not that guy.
It's by far the worst quote of all time right there.
It's a good philosophy to run your life by, but I guess we can go into the Blue Jays talk
now.
But
sorry, final thoughts on it. Just good Twitter fun. No no issues. I think Johnny won that round. So what? That's 2 rounds to
2-0.
0.
2-0.
Yeah. So this is probably going to be a 10-round fight, 12-round fight. So as long as we get some early.
Where do you stand though? Should we go on their stuff now? Like if they ask us to hop on a stream or something, like I feel like it's better for a Yankees J stream if we do our own stream, right?
I
don't feel like it'd benefit them.
I mean, if it's a Yankees stream, we'd go on. Of course, they'd hate us there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if I'd hop on like a Barstool baseball stream, Yankees versus Jays, like us versus Hubs. You know, I don't think I would do that.
No, they can fly us to New York for it though.
Yeah, for sure. If they want to get that going, I could definitely do that. So,
no, but I think it's only good for us as long as they don't. As long as we keep it civil. Any publicity right now, good publicity.
For sure.
Unless we get arrested at the Corona.
Yeah, we won't. That won't be happening unless we unless we got arrested for falling in love too hard. But let's go into some of the Blue Jays talk. So today we made a video on Twitter, and like I said, I respect the Jays Journal guy. I respect Eric. He does a great job over there with them. But his article, I don't know if it was taken out of context. I'll be honest with you, hand up, I didn't read it. I didn't read the article. I just saw that him saying like we got to be better than this fan.
I read the article. I read the article.
Oh, you read the article? Can you give people maybe like a little
background?
It was weird.
There wasn't a lot of detail into what really happened. He said a fan went up to the gate as he was Chasen Shreve was coming on the field. He kind of like walked him down and was yelling at him. And if there was no real details, he said there's no video. I saw it with my own eyes. So for me, it was just like kind of poor reporting on it with no video or hearing what he said. So it's like, as much as that could have been taken out of context, there was pretty much no context given except what he saw with his eyes, and he couldn't explain or show it to anyone. So you had to trust him at that point. So for me, it's like, I don't really know, man. And then we see the video, which is a little bit different of the fan walking up, kind of yelling at him. Shout out to the fan. As long as he didn't say anything malicious, happy to have him on board.
Which he seems like he did it because AJ Hinch said he's fine with it. All the Tigers players said they're cool with it. So that's why I don't understand why we took that out of context like that.
The Blue Jays knew what they were doing, putting the fans that close. You said Joe Musgrove got spit on at Yankee Stadium.
Yes, he did. Joe Musgrove, when he was with the Astros, when they won the first World Series, he said he was in the bullpen and him and Garrett Cole were getting spit on by Yankee fans. Spit on.
So it's like you go to those places in division. I don't know why you wouldn't want to make your environment pretty hostile as well. As long as you keep it civil, someone's going to throw a beer at a reliever and that person should be sent to hell for a lifetime. But no, I have literally no problems with it as long as they're being civil. I mean, obviously there's going to be swear words. We can't talk without swearing either, but you don't say any racist,
and a couple beers in you.
Yeah, racist, rude shit with kids around and stuff like that. They should be yelling at them. That's why they're there.
It was the most, listen, if you're a betting man, it was minus 20,000 that guy was a Gate 14 listener. I mean, that was him tweeting at us. And shout out Matt, by the way, Matt Pasquale, Italian boy, good old Italian boy, Commanders fan. Yikes. Yeah, he was, it was like that. When I saw him tweet at me, I just double checked it at first. I was like, wait, what? And then he was like, Gate 14 forever. And I was like, yep, this guy's a Gate. He's been following us for a while. So I was like, this is the most stereotypical Gate 14 listener on the planet. And I respect it. Respectful, like we are. We don't come at people like we don't go low blows. Respectful, great at chirping, I'm assuming. Likes to have a couple beers and likes watching the Blue Jays. The most Gate 14 listener of all time. That's how I can describe who that guy was.
Yeah, I wanted to know what he said, as long as it was okay. But from even the article, it didn't seem like he was saying stuff. First and foremost, he didn't get kicked out of the game.
And there was a cop there too. So the cop could have said he said something fucked up.
Yeah, like if you say something really bad, people in your section are gonna tattle on you and say that you should leave. I full-heartedly believe that,
especially if there's kids there. So I do like that concept though. General admission, just bleacher seats in the outfield. That looks awesome, dude. That looks awesome.
I wish we were there for opening day to kind of just get the rundown as well to report back. But next episode we will have our full ranking.
I think we're gonna do. We said that on the vlog, right? We're gonna do the previews. We're gonna give ratings for all the bars and stuff like that because we'll probably be there obviously pretty early, so we can be able to do that. So I'm pumped for that. Next thing I want to talk about, we missed this on the last episode, but it's Vladdy saying that he wants to be a Blue Jay for life. what are we waiting for? I don't. What are we waiting for, dude? Like, just want to make them unhappy? Like, I don't understand why they're just not. And Vladdy said they had discussions, but they were way off of each other, so it wasn't really discussion. So, where do you guys stand with that, man? It's just like, give the dude a blank check. He wants to be here for life. Like, how many players have wanted to be a Toronto Blue Jay for life? Not many. Not fucking many.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be the first like real big deal the Jays have done, like of double-digit years. Like, I would be my guess, right?
Yeah.
So
It worked well for Berrios.
He was only
Well,
7 though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 or 6. It's just, I don't know. Maybe Rogers needs like some sort of approval on this or something like that. Something's going on the back end. But if you give him the big deal, then Bichette and Manoah come calling. But Manoah's kind of losing his value right now. But we're in a pickle with these contracts because you got Chapman, right? And
Chapman's gone.
Chapman's
Yeah,
gone. I
Chapman's
want to
gone,
say this,
yeah.
though. Credit to me. I will match whatever the Toronto Blue Jays sign Matt Chapman with in thousands. So if the Jays, and I will donate it to the Toronto Blue Jays Foundation. So if the Toronto Blue Jays sign Matt Chapman for $220 million, I'll give $2,200 to the Blue Jays Foundation. I will do that. So just know, Toronto,
You're getting the money back.
You're not signing Matty Chopsticks. You hate charity. Just want to make that clear. So I will match, and I'm leaving myself in. So if the Jays don't sign him back, I could say was really willing to give that to charity. I really wanted to give that $2,200 to charity or whatever it's going to be. He's going to be getting a shit ton now. The dude is raking. So yeah, I want Vladdy to be a Blue Jay for life, obviously, as everyone does. And Avery, do you think? I know the numbers are there and stuff like that, but do you think this is the best we've ever? I know we talked about this last episode, but this is the best I've ever seen Vladdy. He is second lowest in the league in strikeout rates per at bat.
And I'm pretty sure he has the most barrels per plate appearance or
It's
in
insane.
hard hit baseball.
This is the best we've ever seen him.
So I agree. He's the zone contact, great. The walks, great. The swing and miss isn't really there right now. Swing at pitches in the zone again. Super happy. So I think the Jays have fucked this up by having his probably worst year, maybe not of what his career will be, but you come off a down year after potentially MVP, you would think his stock is down to get a deal done. And
Yes.
that's when you kind of pounce on it, you think, from the team. So I'm really shocked that they didn't get a deal done over this offseason.
Yeah, you buy low, sell high. That's
They should know that as a business, man.
They should definitely know that. It's just that's a really good point. Fuck, I didn't even really think about that. They could have probably locked him up for something, at least something reasonable.
Yeah, they probably would have got him on something like what the Braves have done.
Okay, maybe not to that extent, but he comes off a down year. I think that's when you try.
You could say the same for Chopsticks too.
Yeah.
Right? Chapman 1 year left. Maybe you extend him 2-3 years, give him a little bit more money than he would expect after a down year last year.
I mean, he could almost make double of what he would have made this offseason, it feels like, if he did an extension.
100%, especially with the Manny Machado stuff off the market now. So yeah, Jays have really shot themselves in the foot with all these guys.
And there's so many teams that need third baseman. The New York Yankees need a third baseman, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are going to need a third baseman. Those two teams are going to spend up the ass for Matt Chapman, or even the Mets, maybe.
Yeah, Mets need a third baseman. Easy out Escobar's over there. So
I don't know if Brett Beatty can play third, but he should be their third baseman for sure.
Yeah, it's a hot market, so I guess we won't look too deep into that. But yeah, I had to bring up the Vladdy stuff, man. It's like,
but there's more Vladdy talk this week, right? Blair and Barker, no shout outs to them, no free
ads.
But they said that Vladdy had a bunch of representation in town, and his Pedro was there as well, like his agent, his financial advisor. So maybe there was some talks again going on, but obviously nothing coming of that.
Yeah, so let's go into the series. One thing that really stood out to me this series, and this is completely off the field, is Pedro Martinez pretty much saying in the booth, I want to take Jose Berrios under my wing and to coach him. I've already talked to him, all this type of stuff. Is tomorrow a legacy start for Jose Berrios? Is that a legacy start post Pedro Martinez? Like, where are we at here, Abe? Where are we at with this?
Well, nothing changed. He hasn't coached him up yet. He just told
He
him.
said he talked to him. Maybe those words of wisdom.
Maybe. Fuck, he needs more than words to fix what he's been doing almost.
He needs a fucking robot to fix his arm.
He needs the hand of God to fix what he's been doing. Legacy start? No, but it could change the season around, Johnny. Let me tell you, this start. 13-0 or 12-0 Tampa Bay Rays come to town. The Blue Jays favored in this game, I'm almost positive.
Yeah, they are. They are minus 125.
Maybe the freest money of all time.
Well, hear me out with this. This would be the most Toronto Blue Jays thing of all time, right?
100%.
Let's make that as clear.
It was a look-ahead spot tonight.
The Toronto Blue Jays get their dick shoved in by the Tigers tonight, by the Tigers pitching. Jose Berrios gets his dick shoved in, loses to the Royals and the Angels, and then carves the best team in baseball. This is what's going to happen. I'm not going to guarantee it, but this is the most Toronto Blue Jays thing ever. Let's make that as very clear. That's like, this is as like Bradley Zimmer hitting a home run off Verlander. Like that is how crazy this is going to be. And you know it's going to happen tomorrow. 100%.
Yeah, it's the weirdest shit of all time. Guaranteed to happen. So it's nice for us that we won today, tomorrow, whenever you're listening to this on Friday. But fuck, man, it would be a huge step forward confidence-wise for a guy who looks like he's struggling with his confidence to have a good outing against the Rays.
Is it the mouth guard that has to go? That's where I'm at with it. Maybe like switch things up, man.
So he has a small mouth guard in right now.
Trying to be Steph Curry.
I think if he goes like Chris Johnson, big football mouth guard, it could change
with
everything.
The strap?
Yeah.
With the strap hanging down on the bench.
Yeah.
Like it's a that someone just ate a fish and the tail is out of the fucking mouth. That would be funny. Go full blown.
Just put a big ass mouth guard in his mouth might help him.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, for sure. That would be so goddamn
because
funny.
Who was it? MLB Network and Harrison Bader chews on something while he hits, right?
Yeah.
To relax his jaw to help him out. So maybe Berrios is doing that. Maybe he needs to be
It's not working.
Again. Maybe he needs to be tense.
Yeah, maybe Berrios needs to go back to being like literal cheeks clenched.
Yeah, grind your teeth till they're fucking raw.
100%, because that's like do whatever you were doing in Minnesota, Berrios. That's
Pete Walker wasn't his pitching coach.
We'll always have Jose Berrios 2020. God, it's like that verbal meme of Vince McMahon. He was special. He was special.
Yeah, we always have the 13 strikeout Phillies game or whatever.
Oh God, I was there live too, and Bryson was just like, this guy's nasty. Little did we know he'd be literally like a widowy pitching machine. So yeah, that's just absurd.
So what do we think? Let's guess the line for tomorrow then.
Okay, JR, you go first. JR, you go first. Let's guess the line. What's the line? 'Cause we'll be there. We'll be 17 rows up. Thank you, the score, by the way. Shout out the score.
The score bet.
Score bet, sorry. Shout out the score bet.
What are we predicting here?
His pitching line.
He goes 5 innings, 4 earned.
That's pretty bad start. Yeah.
Yeah. Like similar.
Come on, JR. That's an Avery take, bro.
I'm just saying what I think.
Okay, that's fine. Avery, what are you saying, buddy?
He goes 5 1/3, 8 strikeouts, 3 earned.
That's a great outing. That's a great outing. A win is a win. A win is a win. That's a great outing. I will take that. I'm gonna try to be as realistic as possible here. Okay, 6 innings, 4 earned runs, 10 punchies.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
The Rays haven't seen pitching like this before this year. Who have they faced?
They got a great arm in Corey Kluber today.
Oh God, Red Sox. We'll talk about that later. They fucking suck. But yeah, that's a good line. That's a decent line. So we'll see. Well, hopefully we don't get old takes exposed on this. Hopefully my take ages like wine and JR gets just bodied by the JR truthers out there. Another thing I want to talk about. Vladdy has a burger. We didn't talk about this. Signature burger. I ate it and I got called a fat, unathletic piece of shit fuck by a Yankee fan in the A&W.
Bad footwork too, getting that burger.
Yeah, bad footwork in there. Should I do a taste test on this tomorrow? I don't know if there's an A&W in Guelph. I probably shouldn't have disclosed my location. But anyways, should I try it? Should I try it? I give a little taste test for the people, the common man?
People know where you live, but you have to do it.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it after the gym. I'll get a A&W burger, give a live review. Maybe probably get a cease and desist from A&W about it, but that's just a risk we're willing to take. But so we'll start with game one here. Alec Manoah. Learn Chinese. Where are you at with Alec Manoah here, Avery? Because we were on stream for it, and this dude was just one, giving up barrels, two, throwing like 91, 90. I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy. And three was just couldn't throw a strike to save his life. And when he did, it was a cock shot. So where are you at with Manoah? What are the advanced metrics saying? Maybe give us a little background here.
I can look at the advanced metrics here in a second, but it's just hard hit baseballs nonstop seems to be the main issue. I mean, so you go on Baseball Savant, you look at a box score, it gives you flames on balls, how many balls were hit over 95, and it's the walks too. I mean, it doesn't take anyone with a brain to know that he's walking just way too many people at this point. 5 again, only 3 strikeouts. To me, it almost looked like he was tipping his pitches. That's how on them they were. And it could have been like the slider to a right-handed hitter, he was throwing sliders that would consistently land in the left-hander's batter's box, and just the bat's not even off their shoulder. That's never in the zone for a chance for them to hit it, and they just had just nothing there for him. He wasn't good. A big moment. What, 3 out of his last 4 starts have been in big games, and he's kind of pissed down his leg like Johnny. So, for me, I'm gonna look into some of the advanced metrics here, but it's kind of disappointing when everyone in the world was saying that he was going to regress. And I was at the part where Chris Bassett, like the expected statistics, are going to say he's going to get hit harder because he gives up hard contact, and you get kind of lucky. Good defense behind him, unlike Kevin Gausman. And everyone's saying he's going to regress. I thought he's going to get away from it, but he's just not at all, man. 8 whiffs. It's okay. 4 of them came on a slider through 32 of them. 2 of them came on the sinker. Zone contact percentage on these pitches is nuts. So the sinker, if they were swinging at a sinker in the zone, they were making contact 92% of the times. If they were swinging at a slider in the zone, they were making contact 100% of the time. And if he's throwing a 4-seam, it was 86% of the time. He threw it in the zone and they swung. They were making contact. So it's just hard hit. It's just hard hit baseballs, man. It's going to be tough. Velo's down everywhere. Spin rate's down everywhere again. I can't say anything good about. Should we just use
the he's hurt excuse?
No, because people have said I didn't really pay attention to his velo, but he got up to 94 again. 94-1 with the sinker and 94-1 with the 4-seam. So it's like it's not down by a ton, but 4-seam fastball year average is down pretty much a whole mile an hour.
The best way to describe it is he got that Jose Berrios in him. That was the most Jose Berrios start I've ever seen out of him yesterday, bro. That's what it was.
Feels like Jose Berrios gets shelled a lot worse. It's the Alec Manoah walks that just kill him and are deflating. There was 2 back-to-back innings kind of in the middle of his appearance where he seemed to find a release point again. It was just way out of sorts early. And it's frustrating as fuck to watch when people don't throw strikes, obviously, but especially Alec Manoah.
Yeah, it's just and he said I'll bounce back, which is like fuck, man. This is just such a Jose Berrios comment, but I don't know, Jared. What do you think about Manoah?
Yeah, it's just we mentioned it last time after his last start, and just saying how the people who said they regressed are probably cheering that they might be right, but I mean, it hasn't looked good, man. Like he's always been though a little wild. Like it's always been. This was the thing last year too. Like it kind of plays to what he tries to do in the sense of keeping the batters guessing. But no, I think it's definitely concerning. Like,
holy shit,
it is. It's not good. That's for sure. It's not good.
It's not good at all.
Okay, let's look at this here. Little quick thing.
Yeah.
So his base on balls per 9 last season, probably his best season. It was at 233. This season 675.
Jesus fuck.
He's a low batting average on balls in play guy. So it's like you get some hard contact, but he usually gets pretty lucky. Only 256 compared to 244 last season. So there's not really anything crazy there. He's given up more fly balls. His ground ball rate is down this season, lowest it's ever been. His expected ERA, so if you think his 4.91 ERA is bad, his expected ERA is 7.95.
Jesus Christ.
So again, it's just I don't know how to fix him. If I knew how to fix him, I would have a job in some pitching coach somewhere in the big leagues, but I can't do that. So yeah, for me, it's like I'll look at some release point stuff with him, kind of where the pitches are finishing as well. Like it was a big Jose Berrios thing was all of his pitches are just hard of the plate. There's a pitch metric called heart percentage of how much is in the middle of the zone. And I'm gonna do a nice little dive on Alec Manoah's right here.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I know it's still early. Hopefully he'll bounce back, but you see this all the time though, right, Ave? Where these guys, these young stars come out firing their first year. They're like Cy Young candidates, all that type of stuff. Then the league kind of figures them out and they turn into not bums, but they're never the same after, right? That's usually like that happens a lot, especially in baseball. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities here for Alec Manoah for sure.
Yeah, so his stuff plus is 92, 22nd percentile. His command plus 96 percentile, or is 96. That's the 13th percentile. His pitching plus, which takes a bunch of other things into account, 88, 7th percentile. Man, it's just not good enough. There's a lot of balls missing over the middle of the plate as well. On his sinker, he has a hard percentage of 31%. So every 3 sinkers, ball is in the middle of the plate. The slider's pretty good, and the 4-seam 30% as well, hard of the plate.
Yeah, not great. But let's talk about the offense, man. That offense, this team just claws back, man. And I know today you got the feeling with the bottom of the order, obviously just cat shit. We'll talk about that in a second here, but this team's never out. And it all starts with guys in the 9-hole like Kevin Kiermaier, who has the ability to continue to get on base for those guys that at the top of the order. George Springer, Bo, Vladdy, Chappie, Varsho. It all starts with Kiermaier, man. Once that leadoff guy hits, the game continues to go. Kevin Kiermaier is kind of that second leadoff guy, man, that just continues to get on base, continues to hit singles, and continues to do the gritty stuff for the Toronto Blue Jays, man. It's made a drastic change, and when he's not in the lineup, you saw what happened today. Terrible.
Yeah, your 9 guy being your spark plug's kind of fucked. Like, not great, but I'm happy with everything he's done. Like, the WAR he's put up right now, based on the money he's getting paid, is probably one of the best bang for your buck contracts to start this season. Besides some guys who are on rookie deals, obviously he's been awesome, man. Defensively too, just doing the little things. And then you see him last night. You get a bunt down in a spot in extra innings as well. It's just doing. I know it's such a cliche old man thing to say, doing the little things, and he does them well. He does them with energy, and it helps his team a lot.
Yeah, and we saw it. Like he was one of the reasons why the Jays won that game. I mean, gets the bunt down, runner goes to third, Chappie hits Springer. Springer hits a single up the middle. So at the end of the day, man, he's just doing all that type of stuff. But I do want to talk about the bottom of the order. We'll talk about Gausman. Gausman's just Gausman.
Well, we got to talk about the catch of Kevin Kiermaier.
Oh my God.
So do you think that catch was better than the Kevin Pillar left field catch?
No, because Kevin Pillar climbed the wall, right? Where he went like leg, like he went climb, and then reached over. Kevin Kiermaier was like really cool, but it's a shorter wall. It's 8 feet, which isn't really that high. And not discounting that catch of the year by far. I think that's going to go down as the best catch Toronto Blue. I mean, unless he does another one like that, which he definitely will. He almost did the night after. So, yeah, I mean, that catch was insane. What do you think, Jared? Do you think that Kevin Kiermaier catch was better than the Pilar one? Am I kind of bad? Am I dumb for that take?
No, I don't think you're dumb. Like the Kevin Pillar one was that was a tough catch because like the wall was obviously bigger and he timed it. They're both great catches, but I would
think
have
the Pilar
to say,
one is better too.
Yeah, I think the Pilar one's better, but if Kiermaier was going full speed, like he was timing it up.
Yes.
Like if he was going full speed and made that grab, I think it's a better catch. Like if he's not even hesitating and he just jumps over and grabs it. Because he did have time in the sense of like when you rewatch it, like he slowed down. He could time it
It
up,
looked
and
like
then
it
he
was
jumped.
tiger vision happening. He was just
Yeah.
waiting to
Yeah, yeah.
jump. And the Pilar
But
one is so sick.
I
He's
think
so high in the air when he catches the ball.
there was almost a cold takes expose on me on that
What?
catch. I think okay, so earlier in the year, we said there's going to be you guys said there's going to be a bunch of over the wall catches in center.
Yeah.
And I said that's extremely rare to have a ball that like barely crosses and then there's a catch. I'm almost certain I said that. I don't know if I said it on the pod or on the side, and then fucking second inning of the year at home it happens.
It was the first, I thought.
Second, I think.
Second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First time
yeah.
or second.
'Cause
I
he
was
hit-
like,
he hit
you
his-
have to be fucking kidding me that this happened. Because it is rare. Like someone's got to hit it dead center and like just over the fence where it's enough to rob it. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Do you
But yeah,
think
no.
the dimensions for the field? I know obviously you're gonna need multiple years of data to realize how a park plays compared to the other major league parks. Opening day, roof closed. It was Coors Field North. 5 guys, 5 different. Those balls, the Bo Bichette one, just the other way, and then Kevin Kiermaier onto the little platform there. I was praying for Alec Manoah and Chris Bassett. I was praying for Kevin Gausman, FIP regression just out the window because he's just going to give up a ton of home runs.
I will say this.
Couldn't believe my eyes.
I will say that I do not know the advanced data if those balls would it dong at other places. Just my dumb brain was like, that ball got out way too fast. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's would it dong, none of that stuff. It's like he just hit it and it's already out. That's my thing where I'm like, is that a out at the other Rogers Center, or did it just take a little bit longer to get out? That's where I'm at with it. Because Kirk's got out in half a second.
Yeah, and that would have been gone last.
It would, but I'm just saying.
All the would it dong things look like it was 16 out of 30 type thing.
Yeah. It's
no,
just maybe
no unicorns, which is nice. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that. It's just, I think it's maybe the walls being lower, the ball looks further. Maybe that's just our dumb baseball brain going at it. I don't know. But yeah, it was awesome. That game ruled. Nice little comeback win for the comeback kids. And then yesterday, Kevin Gausman. This guy has to be sick to his stomach, right? I mean, the guy gets 11 strikeouts, gives up 2 runs, and was in line for the loss. I mean, fuck. He can't catch a break. His record being 1-1 with like a sub-2 ERA is the most sickening shit ever.
Yeah, that's why wins should be abolished. Wins and losses
Seriously.
should be abolished, because the old head Mike Wilner idiots are gonna be like, well, he was 8-11 this year, but by far had the best numbers. But God, yeah, it sucks when you know your best is on the mound and you just don't put up the numbers for him while he's pitching, especially when you go 8 inning. It's like, hey, how do you win this game? Your guy doesn't get the win. It's just like, it's unfortunate, but it's awesome to see him pitch well again. He's the ace of this team.
His splitter is the most insane pitch. I tweeted I would fuck his splitter, and I stand by that. I don't know how people, because the thing is, right, Ave, especially as hitters, it's so deceiving because, one, you don't want to get rung up on a low fastball that's just right down, like literally right down Broadway. And two, the splitter looks like it's a fastball going low and then just falls off a table. It's insane what this guy does with that splitter. I don't know how people hit it. I don't know how people even touch it.
People swing at it a ton out of the zone, which makes him so good, which is why last season he threw the most 4-seam fastball strikes of any pitcher in baseball, because he can just sneak them by you. You're expecting splitter, looks very similar. Okay, here's 96 top of the zone. You have no chance to hit that. You're just going to take it pretty much every time. He's so good. The splitter, him being able to get those swings and misses is what makes him so good. And they're out of the zone. It's like a Roy Halladay type thing. He would always get people, it felt like, to swing on pitches out of the zone to get people out. And it just hasn't happened for some of the other guys here.
What a steal of a contract that Kevin Gausman one is. I would double it. I would double it. I would double it to sign him again. He is special, man. And he's just a baller. Like, he's a gritty pitcher that will get out of shit. You know, John Schneider's not saying shit to him about coming out of a game. He's saying, I'm staying in this motherfucker. except obviously the wild card game last year. But he is saying that though, like he's the alpha in that pitcher room, obviously.
Yeah, now after the wild card game happened, it's Kev, like we'll listen to you. Like if you're good,
yes,
you can go.
As it should be. So just awesome, man. And this bullpen's been special too. And I keep getting on it with Twitter with Blue Jays dad. This bullpen's 9th ranked in baseball. 9th ranked in baseball. So stop this little stupid stigma that the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen sucks. Oh, Johnny, how's the bullpen now, buddy? How's that little precious bullpen? The bullpen is 9th ranked in baseball, and the starting pitching is 19th. So I don't. If you're complaining about the bullpen, you better fucking complain about the starting pitching, because Jose Berrios and Chris Bassett still has ERA over 7. Let's not ignore that. He was great tonight. He was great as last start. His ERA is still over 7. Jose Berrios' ERA is an infinity. Kikuchi's ERA is obviously high now. And Manoah's ERA is high now too. It's like all of them. It's the bullpen that has saved this team a lot of the time. And someone's going to have to fucking say it, and I'll be the guy that says it. Because this bullpen is awesome. Garcia, Swanson, Romano. Bang, bang, bang. And Zach Pop. Zach Pop was throwing bowling balls on Tuesday. If we were watching that, it was he made pitching ninja a lot. And that's crazy for a guy that's like a low end, not a low end, but like not as a popular reliever on the Toronto Blue Jays.
So much horizontal run on that pitch that he throws. It's hard too. So it would be nice to get more strikeouts from him. It's kind of weird that he doesn't get more whiffs on this stuff because it looks great. But no, the bullpen's fine. It's always how they are used is how they should be determined and how things will go all the time, right? You put them in bad spots, they're going to pitch poorly. You put them in good spots, you find a way, they're going to pitch well. So finding that is a nice little, need a nice little bounce. I'll go one. I have to circle back Kevin Gausman's splitter. They swung at it 24 times and they whiffed on it 58% whiff rate.
Jesus Christ. That's not normal. That's not really normal. People listening.
You're witnessing greatness when you watch Kevin Gausman step on the mound.
We truly are, and we're lucky to have that guy to just turn everything around.
Bullpen wise for you guys, who's been your the nicest surprise, you think?
Swanson for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got to be Swanson.
I didn't realize he could run it up as fast as he does. I thought he was like a finesse guy. And I know his numbers might not be as good this year. Let me pull it up. I don't know what Swanson's doing, but it just he's just, his stuff looks so much better than I expected it to be, especially having more years of control on him. And the Jays weren't going to re-sign Teo. It's 2.84 ERA, 6 innings, 7 punchies, a .95 whip. Been great, man. He's been really good, and him being so good kind of minimizes how dog shit Anthony Bass is right now. Mm-hmm. That's another reason. Like, Anthony Bass owes Eric Swanson a dinner, because Eric Swanson has saved Bass's ass with just not having to throw Bass in high leverage situations.
Don't disagree with that at all. You're in on Swanson too, Jer?
Yeah, he looks really good, and I think that I'm surprised. I was kind of worried coming in on what he would be like, but obviously the front office really liked him, trading Teo for him. So yeah, I've been definitely impressed by what I've seen so far from him.
He doesn't look phased. He seems like he's got a big set of nuts on him.
Yeah.
Just absolutely doesn't care at all. So
who's your ace?
I just think Jimmy Garcia is so good again.
Oh God, he's so good.
And him running up his fastball, getting the velo up there as well.
He hit 99 on opening day.
It's one of the better fastballs in baseball. It was last year. We talked about. That's why his nickname is Jimmy Heaters. We did that. That's what we came up with. He just throws that fastball faster than fucking. It is good, man. So it's good to see him good again. And then Jordan Romano is just solid. Obviously one blow up this year, which wasn't great, but works out, man.
I do like the moves his front office made. They're really looking smart.
Trevor Richards, there's no need for him to play on this team again. So I don't know what.
Call up Jay Jackson. Jay Jackson.
But it's one guy that shouldn't be playing on this team. It's not 3 or 4 guys who aren't deserving. So
yeah,
all in all, I'm not too mad at it.
I'm gonna keep the same energy though, man. If you want Trevor Richards gone, people got to start holding Anthony Bass accountable. This guy has been fucking terrible. Absolutely a embarrassment to this team. Anthony Bass has been. I'm gonna pull up his stats.
Yeah, I wanted you to go through his game logs because I don't know if I thought he's been.
No, he's been terrible this year. His ERA is 6.75. He's given up 3 runs in 5 innings in the month of April. How many walks? 2 walks, a home run. Yeah, 6.75 ERA. There's not much more to say about it. He's made 6 appearances, and he's given up a run in 3 out of those 6 appearances. For a relief pitcher, that just can't fucking happen. Plain and simple. And he has been terrible. Opponent average of 300 this year. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's
average exit velocity against 7th percentile, hard hit percentage 6th percentile, expected batting average 5th percentile.
It just he hasn't looked good.
His whiff rate's okay, but the strikeouts just aren't there compared to last year. Yeah,
he hasn't been good.
If you guys like the baseball savant looks, the difference between 2022 and 2023 very different.
Yeah.
Let's look at fastball velocity wise.
He better figure it the fuck out, because I'm telling you what, Jimmy Garcia is my 7th inning guy. Eric Swanson's my 8, and Romano's my 9. And I'll tell you what, I said this on the stream, Abe. Zach Pop is overshadowing Anthony Bass for me. His stuff is disgusting, dude. Disgusting. And by the way, his nickname is not T-Fish, MLB.com, so stop that. What the fuck is T-Fish? Who called him that?
Whose nickname is that?
Anthony Bass, T-Fish. What?
That has that has the stink of LK on it for sure.
Yeah, LK is Mr. Seeds.
Mr. Seeds.
Yeah, it's been bad, man. Anthony Bass has been terrible, and but listen, this team's in a good spot considering how bad a lot of these guys have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this bottom of the order, Avery, can you pull up those stats you read out, because they're obviously a little bit changed now? And
Anthony Bass went to Wayne State.
Yeah, D2 in Michigan.
No, that's not Michigan. That's Nebraska.
No, it's not. He went to the one in Michigan.
Did he?
Yeah.
His baseball savant says he went to the one in Nebraska.
No, he went to the one in Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was that stat? Because let's talk about the lineup now. And I'm going to say it. I'm a Jano guy. I will say this. He has been absolutely fucking dog shit at the plate. And I'll say it. I'll hold my guys accountable. He can't hit to save his life right now. Him and Espinal and Biggio to the moon. Those 3 guys, no idea. Did I say Espinal? Yeah, Espinal to the moon. No idea what those 3 guys are doing. What was that stat you read, Avery? Because I want you to pull that up and just maybe give that to the people, just so they can have a little bit of an understanding.
Yeah, I did the rankings for the Jays league wide for hitters 1 to 4 in the lineup, and then 7 through 9. Obviously, you're missing 2 spots in the lineup there, but I kind of wanted to hammer home the fact that this is a top heavy lineup, and 7 through 9 in the order, where last year it was really good 7 through 9. This season, it's just been super top heavy. So the Jays ranks in all of baseball for hitters 1 through 4 in the lineup. Weighted runs created plus of 169 is second. Their weighted on base average of 414 is second, and their on base plus slugging is 957, which is third. And then you go 7 through 9 in the order. They have a weighted runs created plus of 57, which is 25th in the league, a weighted on base average of 250, 25th in the league, and an OPS of 569, which is 25th in the league. So bottom of the order production, this team is winning games, being good offensively, being carried by their top 4, top 5 guys. And you have Kevin Kiermaier in there as well, making those numbers good. I bet if we were able to self-select Kevin Kiermaier out of that set of data, it would probably
last
be
place. No, it'd be last place. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Espinal's hitting half of his body weight, 0.083. I said that on the stream as well. Jansen, I think, has 1 hit, I want to say. 2 hits.
Glasses are foggy.
Glasses are foggy. I don't know. They got to be better. And Espinal, pack your shit, buddy. If you're hitting like this, pack your shit, because Addison Barger is coming up. Dude's hitting 300, raking, can play everywhere. That's a guy that you're going to want at the bottom of the Toronto Blue Jays lineup that's going to wreak fucking havoc. And I'm in on it. I'm in on the Addison Barger train. Everyone is, obviously, but maybe give him a little more reps in AAA. Let this team get through it. But yeah, it's.
I thought we were gonna have 3 good second basemen. Turns out we have 0.
Jano's 1 for 22. Not a great start. Not a great start. Not a great start at all. And yeah, so the bottom of the lineup, it's crazy to think the Toronto Blue Jays are 8-5, I want to say. With their lineup being, they're 8-5, with this lineup being this bad. Like the bottom half of the lineup being this bad. It goes to show you how much heavy lifting Chapsticks, Guerrero, Bichette, and Varsho have been doing. It really goes to show. So I don't know. I just don't know where they got. If once they start hitting though, you said that in your tweet though, right, Avery? Once they start hitting,
Yeah, it's
on
over.
a lineup, it's over. It's Jover. It's going to be absolutely terror dome. So, another guy I want to talk about in the series on another team is Javy Baez. This dude looks like, what I can say is he looks like that married couple that is divorced but still living together, waiting for the house to get sold to move out, that just despise each other, that put forth no effort into doing anything for the house, anything for each other, don't give a flying fuck about each other. That is what Javy Baez is playing baseball. Today, the guy pop up to right field to George Springer. Javy Baez is at third with less than 2 outs, goes back to the bag and just stays on it. Doesn't even tag, doesn't even try to draw a throw, just stays there. Another one, clear cut pop up to center field. Javy Baez runs to third, stays there, doesn't even make an attempt to get back to second and gets doubled up and gets taken out of the game. I can't believe this dude is making money. Him and Berrios are family. I think we've said that before. Send both those dudes to Mars. What the fuck? What are we doing? Did you get to see that, JR?
Yeah. I mean, Baez's career has gone to shit. I mean, the fact that he was just like had that absurd year with the Cubs, and now he's just like, it's crazy, but it is terrible. And that contract is brutal. So that might be the only contract worse than Berrios' contract right now. So it's I mean, I would not want Baez on my team.
Ever. At least Berrios, I will say this. At least Berrios cares when he's not doing well, right? He looks like he's pissed, he's sad, all that type of stuff.
That's you say cares.
As well, yeah, that's you say cares. But Berrios does care too, I will say that. Baez doesn't give a fuck. He just is just a punk. He's a punk motherfucker. That's what he is. He's just a punk. So I had to bring that up because this base running this series was terrible. I mean, Vladdy has no idea what he's doing. We got guys. It was the most Toronto Blue Jays versus Detroit Tigers series ever. Just shades of Marcus Semien two-hopping a throw to first, causing the Jays to fucking miss the playoffs by 1 game. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's what this series was. So it was just crazy. But let's go into the winners and losers of the series. I'll start off with you, JR, or Avery. Sorry.
Corona, probably. That lounge looks awesome.
Fine love, man.
Yeah.
JR.
Winner is I'm gonna go with Jordan on Twitter for doing the hot dog challenge.
I gotta
take on that. Yeah. I gotta take on that.
You know, she got some good PR.
She got some great
I understand
PR.
she got a good PR, but if it was us, would be.
She did 1 hot dog.
She said she was going to do 5 hot dogs, JR. Listen, I'm a Jordan guy. We're all Jordan guys. We're a Jordan podcast.
Yeah.
We're holding her accountable. You say you're going to do 5 fucking hot dogs? You better do 5 fucking hot dogs, not just 1, and get all of the clout for it. If we did that, could you imagine the flack that we would get if we, for one, said we were going to get tattoos, whatever, we got the stamp on tattoos. That's pretty much what she did. I hate to say it. That's what she did.
I won't give her flowers till we get the other 4 hot dogs done.
Yes.
As soon as that happens, I'll retweet it. I'll be happy.
I'll show love to it. I'll acknowledge it, all that. And I will say, like I said, I'm a Jordan guy. You can't be getting flowers for something you didn't do.
That's like saying you ran the New York Marathon and you ran half a mile.
Thank you. Because 5 hot dogs is a lot. And by the way, did these news stations that covered it realize she only ate 1 hot dog? Like they're just covering someone eating 1 hot dog? Did they realize that? Or am I crazy for thinking that?
Maybe she ate more than 1 hot dog. That's all.
No, she ate 1. I watched it. I watched all of it. I looked at her Twitter. She ate 1 hot dog. So JR's a simp. Someone write that down. JR's giving flowers. You got to hold.
That was
people
great for
accountable.
brand awareness, though, man. Shout out to her for that.
No, she got the clicks.
It was a good brand play, guys.
It was a great,
brand.
and JR is a brand guy, so it is. But I just, like I said, that's like us doing the 9 hot dog challenge and just leaving in the 3rd inning.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Well,
actually, math-wise,
we hold ourselves accountable because we wouldn't have anyone there, but people would be pissed. But if we didn't hold ourselves accountable, no one would.
Yeah,
so that's where it starts.
Lead from the front, gate 14. I have 2 winners this week. One of my winners is obviously I hate is Bo Bichette. He made a lot of good plays in the infield, off balance throws, made that play that Vladdy saved him on, obviously, whatever. He looked great. And then my other winner is a future lady out there that's going to be falling in love with Avery at the Corona Lounge. That's my other winner. I'm pumped for it.
I mean, if we're not getting married at the Corona Lounge,
send it back. Send it back.
I don't want that shit.
Should that be the name of this episode, or is that free ads? Yeah, it's free ads.
Free ads. I can talk to Labatt
by tomorrow morning when this episode drops. I think
we can put stars over the O's of Corona.
I think it should. No, you know what it should be called, Avery? We found love in a hopeless place.
That's a long title. That's a
long title. It's gonna. Yeah, it's whatever. We'll figure something out. But yeah, that's my winners. Let's go on your losers, Avery. What's a loser?
You say Kikuchi's translator from last season.
Rest in piss, bozo.
Didn't realize he wasn't here anymore. And
if nothing happened to you, rest in piss. If nothing,
happened. Hopefully you're healthy and safe. But I didn't know he was gone. And then the U of T third base coach is now Yusei's translator, and he's like a Mets 18U coach as well. So shout out to that guy.
That's an awesome job.
He was a teacher. He quit his job.
I will say this. Is that the best job? Embrace debate. Is that the best job on the planet? One.
Yes.
Okay, easy answer. One, you don't do any work.
No.
You literally just you get paid to talk. One, that's what you do. Two, you travel with the entire team everywhere they go, no matter what. Your 5-star hotel, private or chartered planes, on like the best food on the planet, and you don't have work. There's no stress of this job,
and you have no like goals, like nothing to hit. No, like what are they
going to count?
Yeah, what are they going to say to you? You didn't translate well enough. He didn't understand you. I guess that's the only thing. And the only
high pressure situation would be if there was like bases loaded and Pete Walker had to come talk to him, and he's got to come running, and he's got to translate. It's his
language, though. He understands.
Something goes sideways, and he by action translates something wrong. Yusei throws one right down the middle, grand slam, walk off. That's the only way things are getting sideways.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
I didn't think about that. That's the JR difference, but
I think bullpen catcher's close second to translator.
No, bullpen
catcher, you have to do stuff though, because my good friend
throw it back, right? We've all known.
No, it's not that, JR. So my friend Jordan Comedina is the bullpen catcher for the Pirates, and he says before every single game, he's the guy that goes over the pitch plans with the pitchers because they work on it in the bullpen. So he's the guy. It's him, the pitching coach, the catcher, and the pitcher. Before every game, they go over that stuff together. So he is actually like. They actually have a role as a bullpen catcher. It's not just catch the balls behind the plate. So there's more stuff. So the translator is definitely that. What I picture what the translator is that like Waka Flocka video when he's singing and like the hand sign language girl is just going bananas. He thinks she's dancing, and he's just like pointing. Yeah, that's her. It's just the best
dream job for that guy because he's a baseball guy too. I would always think they just weren't baseball guys, but I guess you have to really decipher kind of the slang to really know and translate it to him.
So congrats to him. That's the best. Maybe that should have been the winner of this week. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good loser, as you say, his old translator. Rest in piss. JR, what's yours?
My loser is probably our boy Danny Jansen.
Hate to see it.
Not great.
Hate to see it.
Not great.
Never want to put him in one of these categories, but it's we got to hope for something here.
A miracle?
It's unfortunate because Kirk grades out as the better defensive catcher, right? So
that is actually that's wild.
So if Jano's not hitting,
yeah,
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
could tell like what is wrong? Like, what is wrong with Jansen and his framing abilities?
he
Like,
just
that's been
can't
a
frame the low pitches,
been a huge talking
which is
point.
which is what Kirk is really good at.
Yeah.
So it sucks. But my loser of this week, like I said, we talked about him earlier, is just Anthony Bass. The most underwhelming bounce back from the good year he had last year. It's like he left the Monstars took his pitching abilities in the wild card series, and he just never got it back because he is getting hit hard like a motherfucker. Just giving up runs, which is something he never did last year. Obviously, sub-2 ERA. It's he's been terrible. So that's my loser of this week. So let's go into the Rays stuff. And I want to say this. So tomorrow, we tweeted it from our account, Gate 14. This is an awesome event, guys. This is a cool event. I saw the lineup is massive for it, which sucks, but it rightfully so. Obviously, I hate to say it, rightfully so. We'll be at Stack tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up the address. Where is it?
I think Stack Market is the name.
We'll be at Stack Market tomorrow around 5:00. So what it is it's with the score bet. What you do is you come in with an old sports jersey, no matter what jersey, doesn't matter. An old sports jersey and $15, and you get a brand new Toronto Blue Jays custom jersey. I don't know how they make money off this. It's with the Blue Jays Care Foundation, but it's a crazy concept.
I think they shut it down by 2:00 today. There were so many people.
Yeah. With JR, I mean, maybe a business guy. How does this make sense logistically?
I mean,
good for them. Good for them.
There's just like there is no making money on this play. Like there is physically.
But how can you give away so many jerseys though?
Because it's the Blue Jays. It's their jerseys. They just don't. It's an opening day weekend activation. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, they wouldn't. The point is to raise money for the foundation, and then you're giving back the jerseys, which my guess is they're not burning them. My guess is they're probably giving it away to like people who might want them.
Well, I'm giving away a Jesse Winker Reds jersey. Have
Someone
you guys
might want that? So, what jersey are you picking? Because I've had ideas in my head that have been pretty wild.
I would love to hear what your ideas are.
I would love to hear where you're at with this.
Okay. Big Dick Rick jersey. Do you think
Wow. Yes. That's a really good one.
But would you put Tiedemann on the back or Big Dick
Tiedemann.
Rick?
I mean, that would be. I can't ask.
Yeah,
them
you can't. You can't ask them to do that.
But that would be sick.
So you're gonna go Big Dick Rick. You're gonna go Ricky Tiedemann. That's a good one. That's a guy that's gonna be here for a while.
I'm addicted to the thought of having a funny one. Like
you say, you have to get.
I was
already
thinking
committed
pretty
to it.
hard.
Like Charlie Montoyo 25.
But Abe, you gotta go. You say, bro.
I know.
Dude,
I was thinking
it would actually be funny to get a John Steiner jersey.
For me, it's between Mitch White or Yusei Kikuchi.
It's got to be Yusei, man.
I just want to I just want to thank the guys who came on the show to have one of their jerseys. So I will have a Kikuchi jersey almost guaranteed.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome for Saturday, man.
That's gonna be so sick. I'm gonna do Luplo. Obviously, I told him I'd get a jersey for him. So
that's the best. You don't even have to pay for it.
Yeah, now I don't have to buy an actual Luplo jersey.
Our listener of the year / under suspension / on
he's our camera guy tomorrow. Tyler Mack.
He's probably he gets a jersey too, doesn't he?
I think we need to pick his player.
Yeah, that's the only option. Yeah, we have to pick his. And you know who we're gonna get? What jersey we're gonna get? T-Mac? Jose Berrios. He's gonna be rocking a Jose Berrios tarp and just in the absolute mud, rocking literally the worst pitcher on the team. Or Trevor Richards. We tell him to get a Trevor Richards jersey.
We gotta get him.
I think Meza might be. Tim Meza might be good too.
Tim Meza would be funny.
Luis or we could do like an Anthony Banda one from last year.
Oh my god! I think it's just players on the roster though. I could be wrong because they might already have all the nameplates of all the players, stuff like that.
Yeah, the nameplates.
I keep thinking they're going to be Walmart quality jerseys.
No, they're going to be legit. I've seen some. You see some of the videos.
The customization part is what was like. It's a replica customized is like it's not really a thing.
True.
Yeah. So
shout out to
right because you don't customize like it would be pressless a sticker, but and the replicas they give away for like those giveaways, right? Like
they're also not the Jays giveaways, but the like actual replicas, like what we gave to our fan. when we like first started was like, that's a real jersey. It's a sick jersey. So I hope it's that. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So we will be there tomorrow at Stock Market at around 5 o'clock, maybe even earlier. I don't know. I do feel like a dickhead that we're going to be passing the line, but suck it, I guess. I don't know. Get in the content game, grow up. But yeah, it's going to be the first thing. So we'll be pumping out content for you guys there. Let's go into the series. So tomorrow we got Jose Berrios versus Drew Rasmussen, a guy with an infinity ERA facing a guy with a 0 ERA, 13 innings pitched, 2 hits or 3 hits. The Jays are winning this game, right?
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna win this game, right?
There's no reason for them to win, and that's exactly why they're gonna win.
The most Blue Jays thing of all time will happen tomorrow. So we've already touched on it. We've touched on Berrios. Yeah, the Jays are winning tomorrow.
The fact that we get Kikuchi, Josh Fleming is
that's going to be a barn burner.
That's going to be a horrible
game. Is Josh Fleming a lefty? Because we might get a Luplo day.
Yeah. Josh
okay,
Fleming
we might be getting a Luplo day Saturday. Fuck yeah.
I don't want to see Luplo back in there against McClanahan on Sunday. But we lose that McClanahan start for sure.
Yeah, so the Jays are losing on Sunday. Let's make that as abundantly clear as possible. That's a guaranteed L, which is fine. We just got to get 2. We got to get Friday, Saturday against Drew.
I'll say we go 2-1.
Wow. Really? Okay.
Wow,
Avery's going
positive.
Avery's going 2-1. What are you saying, JR?
Saying 1-2.
1-2. 1-2. Okay. I'm gonna go 1-2. They win on Saturday. Or sorry. Friday. They went on Friday. Saturday, Kikuchi corner. You know what? Positive vibes. They go 2-1. Fuck it. They win Kikuchi corner. They win Berrios dead. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep these episodes short on Thursday. So that should be
by far our longest one in a while too.
What?
It's by far our longest one in a while.
This podcast? No, the last one was 1 hour 10. This is 50 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I sent you the link.
Yeah,
I sent you the link an hour ago.
I thought it was longer too.
Yeah, no, it's 50 minutes. But so anyways, we'll see you guys. Kikuchi corner, Saturday, 2 o'clock outside gate 14. Let's get the entire gang, all the Master Gators out there together. We love you guys.
First come, first serve on the K signs.
Yeah,
there might only be 10 of them if we can only make 10. So get there early.
And if we're not there, we apologize.
Yeah, but as always, man, thank you guys for listening. Tune in for the stuff. I'm excited for the Kikuchi corner vlog. Having a camera guy just follow the boys around. It's gonna be sick. And see all you guys Saturday at Kikuchi corner, man. Let's have a fucking weekend, everyone, huh? The sun's shining. It's hot. It's nice out. Let's fucking go. Let's fall in love with the Corona rooftop patio. Why not?